Hello, my name is Ellie, and I'm excited to be here with you today, talking about the energy of truth. The energy of truth is what is going to be in alignment for you. Everyone's truth is different, individual, unique, and one of the best things that we can do as individuals, as humanity, is to accept that our truth is not the same and does not need to be the same and cannot even be the same as everyone else's. In society, we have this tendency to want everyone to agree with us, and this is just not possible. So the energy of truth is really a beautiful energy for us to come to know. Our truth is what is in alignment for us. What is true for us is right path to our own fulfillment, to more peace in our life, to more enjoyment. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can discover your own truth, what is true for you, and therefore what is in alignment for you, what is going to lead you to right path. There are many things that get in the way of us recognizing what is truth for us. And truth, our own truth, cannot be discovered through the mind. The mind is run very much so by our subconscious mind. So the majority of our beliefs and our actions are coming from subconscious programs, things that we have been conditioned to believe about ourselves and the world around us. From childhood, we develop the majority of our subconscious beliefs before we are 8 years old. So beliefs about ourselves, the world around us, about our own self-worth, about our capabilities, about what we deserve, are all going to be heavily influenced by this conditioning. And so the mind, which seeks to survive, seeks to fit in, seeks to get our needs met, can often be unconsciously moving us in a direction away from our own truth. And the same goes for our emotions. Anyone knows that when you get really emotional and you take action on that emotion, that oftentimes it leads us to a path that is causing pain for ourselves and others. So if we can't trust our thoughts necessarily, our thoughts are a great tool and our emotions are a great tool, beautiful tools that we can use, but we cannot rely completely on our thoughts or our emotions. So how can we recognize our own truth? We can recognize our own truth by feeling into our body. So this is different than emotions. Our emotions are a great tool to alert us of what is going on inside of us, of things that we don't want, things that we do want, alerting us to old pain that has been activated. So our emotions are a powerful tool that we should connect to. And in fact, connecting to our emotions and understanding them, becoming familiar with exactly what emotions are we feeling, why, and are these emotions coming from past experiences or are they truly coming from this experience in the present, are going to be a pathway forward for us to recognize our own truth. So to recognize our own truth, we simply need to feel into our own bodies from a grounded place. So we're not in the mind, we are in the body, we're not very emotional, so we're not acting off of emotions that have been activated. When we're in this grounded place and we hear something, whether it be externally from another person or from a thought that we have, that we are observing, we can feel into our body, and truth is felt as energetically you open. Truth will penetrate through your heart. You will feel it the more you become familiar with feeling into your body. It will penetrate through your heart. It will feel like openness, expansion, and something that is non-truth for you, so something that is out of alignment for you, will feel like a contraction in your body. So the first step to being able to easily recognize what is truth for you, what is an alignment for you, is by becoming familiar with feeling into our body. And like I had spoken before, we need to become grounded, and we need to become familiar with our own bodies. It's very natural for people nowadays to be very disconnected from our own bodies. Oftentimes we are holding our breath and we don't even realize. I do this all the time. I'll realize that I am actually holding my breath or tensing my body. And so once I bring awareness to that, I can relax my body, start breathing intentionally again, taking deep breaths. So awareness is key for us, self-awareness, to understand our truth and to easily align to our own truth. So one of the first things we can do is start to observe our thoughts and to know that every thought that we have is not true, is not serving us, and we can start to become the master of our own lives when we understand this process and we start to practice this process. It's powerful what we can do when we start to observe our thoughts and what we can create for our lives, how much we can change our lives towards a path of fulfillment. For example, oftentimes when my alarm clock goes off, when I need to get up very early for work, I will observe myself starting to go down a path of, feeling bad for myself. Well, I don't want to get up. I'm tired. I wish I could just sleep. And while I'm observing these thoughts, because I know I am conscious creator, I can create for myself what I want. I know that I could allow myself to remain in that thought pattern, which is true in that moment. I am feeling those things. But if I expand my reality outward a little bit, I can also recognize that actually I'm really grateful to have my job. I know I'm going to wake up in about 20 minutes. I'm going to get to have coffee. I'm going to be fully awake. I know that this job is allowing for me to have extra luxury in my life, and I'm going to have a great day. I don't actually have a job that I hate or anything. So what I do is I focus on what is also true in that moment, which is good. So I'm starting to have a relationship with my thoughts in which my thoughts are not running me. I am the conscious observer of my thoughts, and I can easily recognize when thoughts are true or not true, and when they're serving me or not, and then I can actively make changes where I would like. The other thing that we can do is to start feeling into our bodies consistently, constantly. So the more that we do this, the easier we can resolve conflict, the easier we can understand what we want, what our needs are, how to actively communicate our needs and our desires in a way that is going to actually bring those things forward in a way that's going to be productive. We can really become to know ourselves very well when we start to feel into our body and start to recognize certain emotions. So when you're feeling sad, for example, it might take you a moment to recognize what you're feeling. If you're feeling anxiety, anger, disappointment, start to make a correlation between the emotion that you're feeling. Really go deep. Don't even just stop at sadness. If you feel sad, go deeper. Is there more? Is it actually hopelessness? Is it despair? What is it? Is it actually abandonment wounds that are being triggered for you? So really go deep. And as you do that, feel into your body and begin to recognize what that emotion feels like, what all emotions feel like in your body. What does anger feel like? What does sadness feel like? What does rejection feel like? The more that you practice this, the more that you become self-aware, so that you can actually feel into your body and energy like I can do now, and I can recognize it right away. So it's a lot quicker for me to process my emotions, to become aware of what actually I'm even feeling, what's actually going on inside of me, because I'm very familiar with how each energy feels. This is also helpful for external information. Sorry, my stomach is growling. I haven't eaten yet today. So when someone is speaking to you, a friend, a partner, anybody, someone at the grocery store, and they say something to you and it evokes an emotion, an energy in your body, you can easily recognize it. And then with this awareness, you can begin to question what is actually happening right now. Is this conversation one that is going to be helpful for you, productive? Is this person going to be in alignment for you? There's so much information that we can have when we begin to become really self-aware of the energy that is moving through us. This feeling into our energy becomes very helpful, critical even, in conflict with our partners. So conflict is a natural part of relationships. And when we are talking to our partner and they say something to us and we feel that rise of energy, whenever we're triggered and we are now at a prime opportunity to have a confrontation with our partner, we first can recognize a rise of energy in ourselves, a very strong rise of energy. And at this point, when we have this self-awareness, we can realize that we most likely should go and just take a little break before continuing this conversation with our partner, because we have such strong emotional energy activated within us. And we know that when we act from our emotions, our strong emotions, likely we are not coming from a place of clarity. Likely this conversation is not going to be productive. So becoming self-aware of our emotions, the energy moving inside of us, our own thought patterns, is crucial in allowing ourselves to easily move towards what is true for us. So, like I said, when you are hearing something that is truth for you personally, and that is going to be different for each one of us. We are all on different paths, all meant to experience different things in this lifetime. And one of the things that we are really going to be so benefited from as individuals and people is to just let go of this idea that we know what is truth for others, that we know what is best for others. We could never know that. It is much more beneficial to focus on ourselves and to know what is true for us, what is in alignment for us, so what is going to be our own path to fulfillment, and really let go of what other people are doing and just let them do them. To each their own, do no harm. I love to live by that. So truth, again, once you become able to really feel into your body for either that truth which penetrates through your heart, which causes you to be open, to feel expansive, to just open up. You'll feel it in your body open up, and opposed to that, something that is not truth for you, not in alignment for you, will cause an energy of contraction. Everyone has the ability to easily feel into our own bodies and discover what is true for us and what is not true, but we do need to practice feeling into our body, feeling the energies, becoming really aware of what energies are moving through us, becoming aware of our thought patterns, recognizing what is true and what is just our mind getting lost in trying to protect us and getting lost in old thought patterns and old beliefs that we have the ability to change. So we're very, very powerful, and we become more powerful the more self-aware that we become. The more that we begin to understand our own energy, the energy that is moving through us, and our own thoughts. And we all have this ability. Some of the practices that will really help you if you have an interest in becoming really powerful and recognizing your own truth, what is in alignment for you, is quieting the mind. You can simply do this by going out into nature with no task at all except just to be there in nature. You can put ambience on the TV, you can type in waterfall ambience on YouTube, and just be with the peaceful energy that you see. Meditation is a powerful practice that we can do, and I have so many meditations that I love. Meditation doesn't just mean sitting there in silence and quieting your mind. That's actually the masculine form of meditation, and it serves both men and women, whether you're more masculine or more feminine, to do that practice. We all are served by working with both our masculine and feminine energy. But if you are more of a feminine being like me, then we can often connect to our higher selves. We can connect to spirit realms. We can connect to what is true for us and really go deep in meditation through the fullness of life, through sound. Because the feminine energy is the fullness of life. It is feeling. It is the everything, pleasure, experience. That is feminine energy. It is life. So what I like to do is, there's a couple of my favorite meditations. I like to put on music, and the music I choose is very specific. I use spiritual music, a lot of electronics. I use high frequency vibrational music. I use spiritual music, and I just lay down and I put this music on, and I allow myself, my own energy, to dance in this energy while I am remaining open to receive. And I just quiet my mind and just play in the body, feeling, open to receive, and messages will come through, insights will come through, truths will come through. Beautiful energy. It's very, very fun, and I love to meditate this way. And the other form of meditation that is my favorite is yogic meditation, where I actually, again, put some type of sound on, some type of music, and I will do yoga, but not just yoga or stretching or Pilates. I move my body, and as I'm doing this, I'm really feeling into my body. I'm fully present with my body, so I let this guide my movements. I move intuitively, feeling into where there's tightness in my body, what parts of my body I want to give attention and maybe work out, doing sit-ups or things like that. And as I am doing this, I am also connecting to my heart chakra. I'm connecting to my heart space, and I am feeling, again, I am open. So I am opening my heart, I am opening my hands. Sometimes I will do certain stretches and lift my hands. I will connect to the earth while I'm doing this yogic meditation. So it's a full body, in the body experience. I'm really connecting into my body, and I'm using the sound that I'm listening to really amplify my feeling ability. So there are many ways, many practices that you can connect to feeling inside of yourself, to quieting your mind. And so I really encourage you, if this is something that you are interested in finding that specific meditation or meditative practices, mindful practices that are going to suit you. You're so powerful. I'm going to be speaking so much more about energy, the energy of all things. So if there's anything in particular that you would like to hear about, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll speak about that energy. So thank you for being here with me. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I would love to connect with you soon. Thank you.